I'm going to go over how to release the tricep and lat muscle patterning for releasing neck tension, because the lat muscle, when it comes back, pulls up to the front of the shoulder, and when it does that, this happens. And you can see when it does that, I get all of this upper trap tension, which pulls on my neck. When it does that, it creates contraction in this area underneath the clavicle where our nerves come down, and that goes into our arms. So we'll often get arm pain, we can get elbow pain. So these different areas will be affected by this pulling of our lat muscles. Now, lat muscles are these pull down mechanisms. So we like to work these bigger movers, but that's actually pulls our system forward. And we need to do the opposite. So we need to strengthen our lower trap, and we need to release our lat muscle. One of the easiest ways to do it, I like, is through foam roll. This is a large body foam roll. They have half sizes. They also have the knobby ones. I like the knobby ones the best for this activity because it's like trigger points getting in here and dealing with that. So I'm going to show you how to release just with the foam roll. You want to get some kind of pad because your knees are going to be needed to be supported if you're on a hard surface. So how you're going to do this is you're going to use this front leg to position yourself so that you can guide and roll. So how you angle that, you're going to lay on your hip here. So you want something soft, and then you put this leg in front. So what it looks like is that. I don't like it so much in the back because I find that it rolls me this way. I like it in the front, and I like to slide this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to create tautness with our tricep, so that we are going to then push ourselves here to release back so you can see this better. So in doing that, we're going to release, and you don't have to do it very long. You'll feel it, you'll start to feel it tight, and in that pattern, you might find rolling this way is less effective. Rolling this way, back slightly, you might feel it more. So get into that tricep. And then as I get underneath to the edge of the armpit, I can start to feel the front of the backbone of that scapula. But I'm also now starting to use this to glide. You want to make sure you're not wedging and torquing your neck. So as I'm doing it, I can roll all of this way. And you'll feel it start to roll here and all the way here. Now there's a bone right here, so you want to go right in front of it to this spot. When you're rolling, you're releasing, and if you find your hands and run, your fingers there, it's usually pretty tender. So when we do that, we're releasing this whole pattern, which should release this way. So again, this is what it looks like. Start here, track the triceps, and then you're going to go into the lat. And again, you can find your position. So like I can really feel that as I roll into it. And you want to go slow. Just breathe into the release. And you'll find when you go too low, you hit more rib cage, and that's not going to feel good. So you find that sweet spot in the muscle. So it looks like this way. So I switch it around. I'm staying on the right side, but it looks like this from back. Again, this is where we want. I like this one here. You can see I'm kind of getting the back underneath that edge. So what you're aiming for is this right in here. So that layer helps you start to release the pattern there. And when that happens, there's this dynamic that releases tricep and releases lat here. So in that layer, it starts to let go of the neck, and the head comes back over the spine. So if you suffer from neck pain, this is usually a common denominator of what's causing the imbalance going forward, because this is our pull down muscle, and it's one of our bigger movers of posture. It's often misbalanced with lower trap issues. So if you have tightness in your lat muscle, you definitely want to work lower trap, and you want to stretch the lat. Tricep stretch, tabletop is great for stretch as well. I find this to be super helpful just to get a deeper release, especially if you have the knobby rollers it works this whole pattern. So enjoy, leave me a comment if you have questions.